almost like a drawstring effect. Smooth it out and tuck it under that scarf. And we not trying to go out in these streets looking like walking snow clouds. Oh, hi, it's been a minute. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well. I have my days, but overall, I'm grateful. As you can see, girl, my hair is, ooh, she's going through. I haven't washed it in like, I don't know, probably 3 weeks. I haven't washed my hair in 3 weeks, and I'm washing it this weekend. But I wanted to show you how I do my hair when it's old, when it's dirty, just how I do my hair. And typically I do my classic Afro puff. So I'm gonna show you how I get my Afro puff. All right, so first what I like to do is take a spray bottle and put in some leave-in or some type of hair lotion. Today it's gonna be Sacred's Moisture Sealing Lotion, and I'm just gonna put some of that into my spray bottle, and I already have water in here. So, boom, I just kind of eye it. I feel like that's enough. It looks so sciencey. It's giving lab. And I just shake it up. I guess I could do water only, but I don't know, having the product, it gives it some moisture, some hydration. I don't know. I feel like it's better than water alone. So I let it get all mixed in there. And then I literally just spray my hair. So I like spray bottles. I'll link it in the description bottle. I like spray bottles that have a mist effect. So you see how it's not like hosey, like a water hose. It's like a mist. And I like that because it really distributes the water to me more evenly. And it also keeps your hair from like being drenched. It's getting wet, but it's not like super drenched. It's not too messy to clean up when you're all done. And I like to, if you have a fro, make sure you like pull pieces apart and get those too, like on the inside and stuff. Try to avoid getting directly on your scalp. You don't want just like dampness on your scalp because you're about to put it up and then your scalp won't be able to breathe as much. And that's just a recipe for disaster. So get your hair, because that is gonna make pulling it up a lot easier. You don't want it to like snag or anything like that. You want to be able to put it into the puff with ease. Oh, got a little heavy handed water drip down my back. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, make sure you get the back, get everything, and definitely get around the perimeter. Get the edges and get the nape of your neck. And then just kind of work the water with the product in like this. Work it into the actual hair. And then literally I take a long scarf. You can use, I guess, a hair tie. I don't use a hair tie. The reason that I like scarves that are long is because I can control how tight it is. I can control, like, it just gives you more control. And I highly recommend a scarf over a hair tie if you have very thick hair, because sometimes when you have thick hair, a hair tie, it's almost as like it can't really contain the thickness of your hair, so then you start to feel like you have a headache. It gets too tight. But with this, you can adjust it and you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. So I highly recommend like some type of long scarf, preferably something more satiny, but this isn't too bad. It's like this mesh material, just something that doesn't snag your hair. So after the water is worked in, I like to brush the edges into the direction that the puff is gonna go. Mine, I'm doing a high puff, so I'm brushing the edges. If you want, you can put some edge control on here. I'm gonna put some edge control on at the end. So then I take my scarf and I just take it at the nape. Make sure everything is up. Literally, am I on the camera? Yeah. So I take it at the nape like this so that the tails are in the front, and make sure they're even because it just makes it easier to tie. cross like this. Once I have it like this, I just pull it back some, and then I just start pushing this up, pulling this to pull it back, almost like a drawstring effect. Sometimes when you pull it, pieces of hair will get caught in like the folds of the scarf, so just make sure you pull it up like this so you can see and make sure like nothing is caught in those folds. And then once I get to the back, I cross it again and bring it to the front, and then I tie it in the front. And whether you tie it in the front or the back will depend ultimately on like how many times you loop it. It'll also depend on like how long your scarf is. This scarf is pretty long, so it can go around my puff a few times. So it's tied like this. Now if you want, you can knot it like that, and then with these tails you can tuck them or pin them. So I knot mine and then tuck and pin it. If you don't want to knot it, you can also just do that cross like I did, and instead of knotting it, then just immediately go tuck. But I like to knot it for extra security. And boom, here's your puff. And I like to do this to like get that excess water out and give it that nice fluffy shape. Cute. To end, I put a little bit of edge control on my edges. This one is really good. It's Edge Fix. I think I got it in a goodie bag at some event, but it's been doing its thing. And I just put a little bit on. I don't do like the whole baby hair thing or like lay my edges. I just do a little bit because my edges are actually growing back. They're not as full as I would like them. They broke because I was doing like way too many ponytails and too many Afro puffs at one point in time, and it really took like a toll on my edges. So yeah, I try to be a little bit more delicate with my edges. And I also like to get the nape, put some edge control there. I can't really see, so I hope this is okay. And then once I have the edge control there, I just brush it up. And then I do the same in the front. I don't brush all the way back because I don't want to disrupt that base. I just brush the edges about halfway. And then once you brush it back, sometimes like it can make some of the base bulge. So I'll just take the stick part of like a rat tail comb and just smooth it out and tuck it under that scarf like that. Same here. And that is how I do my Afro puff. I love it. I think this style is just so cute. It also gives you kind of this mini facelift because all your hair is pulled up. Same effect would be like if you pulled it back. But yeah, I love this. So this is what I do when my hair is super dirty and I'm like, okay, it's too dirty for me to wear out into my fro because, honey, product and residue is falling all which way. And we're not trying to go out in these streets looking like walking snow clouds. I don't even know if snow comes from the clouds. I don't know where snow comes from, but you get my drift. Like, we're not trying to look like forces of nature out here and white stuff just falling down. All right, so this is what I do when my hair is really dirty and I just haven't had a time to wash it yet. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. All products are linked below in the description box, and I will see you all again next week.